Hi there, brick builders. Today we finally got a set that is aimed at my age. Yes, we're talking about Lego, and we're talking about Lego Friends. And we're talking about the Lego 41398, which is conveniently called 4+. The set gives us 170 parts, which includes a bike, a swing, and a facade that looks like it comes directly from an old western set, somewhere in the mountains of Hollywood. There are also 3 friends, minifigs, and a dog. But first things first, let's have a look at the box. In the front we have a picture of the contents of the set. On the top we get our 3 figurines and our dog for a little view. And since this is Friends, we not only get a dog and 3 minifigs, but we get Dash, James, Alicia and Stephanie. On the back we have a little collection of all the assemblies of the set, as well as a little look at the special parts. Mainly that is a bit of a combination of a door and 2 window frames, which exists twice, and the base bricks each story lives on, which are also not just big bricks, but here and there do also have indentation. But we also have dishes, a bag, cherries, a croissant, and of course a bone for Dash. Here we also got an image of how Lego thinks kids should play with the set, and they also get introduced in Sims style bubbles over the heads. Under the title of Learn to Build we get the special parts. As we can see, the whole front is mainly a special part with 2 windows and a door clicked in, and the whole base of any story is 1 big brick. On the positive side, the windows at least are printed, there are no stickers. So let's get to the main event. The figurines. First we got Alicia here on the bike with a helmet. This helmet can be swapped out for her long blonde hair. The figurine itself is typical for Friends. The arms look a bit weird in the angle they are positioned in. They can't sit down properly unless you take special measures, like we will see later. The chest has a print, the feet maybe have a print, maybe they are dual modeled, I don't know really. And of course, since she is a Friends figurine, she can't turn her hands, so she can't really grip the handlebars of the bike. Here we got the swing, and on the swing we got James. Even he is a Friends figurine, he's not rattling around in the swing, but is rather fixated. To achieve that, Lego put in a stud in the middle of the swing just to provide a bit of an alignment. But what keeps James from falling off are his feet. These are clamped into special parts in front of the swing. To remove the swing from its base, you just have to remove the upper part, and then the whole swing assembly will fall out. The element itself swings loosely on studs, just held in place by gravity and locked in by the upper part. Just like Alicia's, James himself is another Friends figurine. He also has the printed chest, and he also has the 2 colored feet. And now it's time for Alicia to use the swing. So let's get to Stephanie, the last of the bunch, and she is not posing us with any riddles here. She's much the same of the other 2. She also has a printed chest and a dual molded or triple molded feet section, maybe even molded and painted. It's a bit hard to figure that out. The only difference here is that she is wearing a short skirt. But let's have a look at the building itself. It's a facade. It doesn't really have something like a roof. It is a bit of a playhouse. There is a lot of interior in it, and it really can be separated like a modular building. All in all, it resembles extremely the Duplo style, something that teases to be a real building but is in the end more like a fancier brick tower, which I'm sure we all did once in our life. On a positive note, on the upper floor we got a bed, we got a dressing table, and we got a toilet. Downstairs there's the living area with a pseudo kitchen, with a pseudo sofa or recreation area, and with a table for all your socialization needs. On another positive note, there are still no stickers, everything is printed, and it's not too less that it's printed. We got an egg in a pan, we got a cereal box, we got a milk bottle, and we also got a printed letter in the letterbox. And also Dash the dog has his bowl with a bone. No prints here, but I guess he would eat them anyway. Unfortunately, the building is too small, so that Dash has to live in the great outside. Speaking about Dash, it seems that his favorite place is the back seat of the bike. Here we'll have another look at Stephanie while she is trying to do a bit of pedaling herself, but of course that's not possible without a suitable helmet. Let's have a short look at the instructions. There's nothing to fear about, there's no riddles inside there, except from one, which is, do we really need an app for this set and this kids that should play with it? Anyway, after showing us how to open the box and opening the bags, LEGO straight goes for the app shenanigans. Thankfully just for one page, but did we need this page? There are 3 assembly steps with 3 base packages. There's one figurine inside each step, which is built first. Unfortunately, as usual, nothing grayed out, so you have a bit of a searching journey. Luckily, with 170 pieces, this journey isn't too long. In the back we got another parts list. In the end, 90 pages of instructions sporting 65 steps. Also, as typically for LEGO, there are not many and of course no big leftover parts. There was also nothing missing. Where are we standing with this set? To figure that out, I searched for another good quality producer of Legos. Someone who has a good clutch power in its bricks and someone who also produces sets that can be played with. Finally, I settled on Cobi and more specifically on the Super Wings planes called Dizzy and Jerome. The sticker price for both these sets is 40 euros, just like the Lego set, and in the market they're a bit cheaper, about 30 euros, just like the Lego set. All of these sets sports a lot of special parts and a lot of bigger special parts, so my first attempt was to just weigh them. The result was that the Lego set brought in 281 grams, while the both Cobi sets weighed 310 grams. This includes the fact that with 170 parts versus 395 parts for the Cobi sets, there are a lot less parts in the Lego set. As I said, normally the Cobi clutch power is a bit higher than what Lego gives us, but in this case, since there are these big window frames and these roof tiles which are also very long and do have a lot of studs, a 4 or 5 year old is really struggling with putting them together. On the other hand, since these parts are so big and not really well implemented in the structure, they like to fall off, hurting the play experience and of course the patience of the adults. On the other hand, LEGO delivers a printed no stickers set where Cobi includes 1 or 2 stickers with these 2 sets. There are a lot of prints, but there are also stickers in the Cobi set. And just to flip normality on its head, Cobi not only uses stickers in their sets, they also use a license, where LEGO doesn't. What LEGO does deliver is 3 minifigs. Yes, there are Friends minifigs, but they're still minifigs. Even if I don't know how they should ride the bike. And of course, Cobi delivers complete sets, where LEGO delivers a facade, a film prop, the Duplo version of a modular. And therefore, even if there is interior, and there is, no adult would put this building in a shelf. Where on the other hand, if you leave 1 or 2 of the stickers out from the Cobi sets, you might play with the set even if you're 4 or 5, but you can put it in a normal shelf as an adult and they will look good. Lastly, the Cobi set was built in Poland and the LEGO set, at least the one I got, was produced in Hungary. So in the end, they're both European. So this building is a playset. It's nothing for adults, it's nothing to put in a shelf, it's there to play with it. Which the 4+ stickers should have suggested in the first place. So no surprise there. But considering the price, I can't hardly imagine somebody buying the set for the parts. Since with 22 cents per part, it's rather expensive and all the special parts can be assembled from normal parts. All that is not the purpose of the set, of course. LEGO does want to reach the 4, 5 or 6 year olds that do have no or little experience with LEGO or maybe even with Duplo. That seems to be the reason for the result they were going for. Unfortunately, they overdid it with the simplification, since the special parts get that big and get that much studs that the target group, the 4, 5, 6 year old, can't really put them together that well. So that the big sister, the big brother, mom, dad, grandpa, grandmom have to be around when the kid is assembling the set, helping exerting enough pressure. This set, Cobi or maybe Mega Bloks deliver a much more rounded up experience and, as I see it, more fun when playing with the sets. For example, as you can see, my 5-year-old daughter was the one who built most of this set, but since it is finished, she doesn't really play with it. She does play, for example, with the garden coffee house, she does play with the planes from Cobi, but this set is also a bit small for playing a lot with it. And of course, there are other producers when it comes to producing figurines for girls, for kids, like Human, like Orsini, like Winnerbricks, like Zambo. All those surely deliver more for the money and use standard parts for the most part, not forcing the 4-year-olds in the gym to build the muscle to build the set. The only target group that can succeed is the little sister, who badly wants to play with the same figurines as her big sister. And I doubt that this is a bright idea, since there is a probability that the big sister switched to Harry Potter already. And that's it for another video. As you might have seen, we are in the building process. Mainly my daughter is in the building process, I'm just there to lend the muscle. After that there will be another look at the instructions with some stills for your viewing pleasure. Speaking of pleasure, if you've liked what you've seen, please press the like button. If you didn't like what you have seen or heard, please press the dislike button. If you want to tell me how badly I screwed up all this comparison shenanigans, please comment. And if you need to tell me every week how badly I screwed up, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. For now, have fun building, have fun watching, and see you